I hope you understand when you're watching this, and I've said I'm going to be in London to defend the War Memorial, yeah? And I have said that in a fit of rage. And the reality being that my presence in London now, and many of the young black lads that are going to go, are going because they think they're defending the black community from people who are coming to attack them, because that's how it's gone out. I've seen how a 20-second clip, people, and Hope Not Hate, the same organisations that I'm saying are using you, are then saying football hooligans plan attacks on the black community. That's not the truth.
Do you know what? If you're a lad, or you call yourself a lad, and you're a football lad, and you go to football, and you give a shit at all about our country, our history, our culture, our identity, I expect you're going to be in London next Saturday.
So there Tommy goes again, blaming the left-wing media and the Marxist Black Lives Matter organisation for insinuating that this guy who's got a very violent past would even consider turning up starting violence among people. Mate, if we just go off your own history, the fact that you're named after a famous fucking football hooligan says it all, bruv. And you chose that name for yourself. And there you are in your previous video trying to attack a man's masculinity to get them to show up in a violent, angry temperament, bruv. Stop trying to take people for mugs. It's clear what your tactics are, bruv. The only people that fall for it are your mindless, imbecilic followers, fam.
But I realised that my presence in London would be detrimental to racial tensions. The last thing I want is clashes between members who support me
and Metropolitan Police. You're fucked up big time with this one, because next Saturday, watch what you're going to have in London. You're going to have fucking thousands of men.
The last thing I want is a clash between protesters and people that follow me. That's why I made a video the other day using bare inflammatory language, which I knew full well would incite violence when we turned up at the protest. But because the protests have now been cancelled, I'm going to make a video appearing to be a rational man.
I've now sat and watched the way this has played out, and I don't think it's the right move. And I generally don't think it's the right move. And not just don't think it's the right move, I don't want to be responsible for more racial division.
So what you're going to end up with next Saturday is every lad in London, or every lad who's any sort, if you call yourself a man, will be in London.
I don't want to be responsible for any more racial division. Well, Tommy, if you know you're the sort of guy that's got a massive platform and that loads of fucking knuckleheads listen to you, then maybe consider the language you use in your videos. But I'm pretty sure you know full well what you're doing, because you still made that angry rant video. Then after you'd made it, you uploaded it to the internet, which must have taken a fair few minutes. And because it was so long, it definitely took a few more minutes to upload, yet you still uploaded it and then published it. So therefore, you knew full well what you were doing, mate. You were trying to wind up people, and then you realised that the feds might be on your clock, so you spent the last few days doing a damage limitation exercise, bro.
Because I can't say you're being used by left-wing politics and left-wing politicians from the Democrat Party to push this agenda, to then be used by the Labour Party to push this agenda, and then me walk straight into it and do the job that they want done, which is cause a massive conflict between whites and non-whites.
But that's exactly what you have done, isn't it, Tommy? You know full well that you tried to incite a conflict between the football lads and the BLM protesters, but then now you know that the feds are on you, you've decided to say, "It weren't me, governor, honest." Well, shut up, mate, because your words betray your actions, fam. You tried to incite a race war, and then you realise, shit, I could get in trouble for this.